this New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington football team. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure. And they will start at the 40. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, try and hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great. You've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25. first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. On first and 10, it's Gibson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On second down, here's Gibson again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Play action, Fitzpatrick. Slings this deep for McLaurin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Throwing, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
From just shy of midfield, Jones eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Gibson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an taking it right down Broadway. The 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, 81 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Simms going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Julian Love gets it. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass, that maybe they just wanted. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Giants. Kadarius Toney with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
The Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On first down, right back to Gibson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Looking for the end zone. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I think he might have been a little bit too focused on turning upfield. He didn't stay in bounds. He caught the ball, but he wanted to catch it and run, get that rack yardage so badly, he forgot to stay in bounds first.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it. They'll run forward with Barkley. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. 52's the mic right here, 52's the mic. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end?
Jones hit and the ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
famous for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
113 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Blake Martinez. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Darius Slayton
with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gano for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point try good by Gano. And a rout is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. Right side complete to Butler. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked.
Leonard Williams.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Flushed out right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Flush to his right. And he fires one, but incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Here's Sims to return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 142 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Julian Love. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1. Barkley again. And he is into the end zone. And the touchdown record is now all his. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Throw is going to be incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off play action. Jones. eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once more, Gibson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Here's Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Leonard Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and he'll get nothing out of that one.
Man, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Check, check, look.
Off the play fake. Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A big pickup of 38. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Boy, 179 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. 2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 87 yards. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for the 1st. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. But 209 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Barkley will take it in for the Giants touchdown. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Fitzpatrick on 3rd and 2. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Fitzpatrick to his tight end Thomas for the Washington first. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, Fitzpatrick. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
He's coming. We got time to wait.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Buying time to his left. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to the ground with Gibson. It's a 1st down and more for Gibson. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no. There was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Barkley. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down, Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And that one quickly went from a big play for the offense, I thought he may go the distance, to a big play for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense on that play? It broke big. It was going to be an absolute disaster for them.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be stopped after a very short gain, and now you're looking at 4th down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win.